We got more and more people telling us, y'all need to make a vinyl record. We'll buy it.
But it wasn't until New Orleans Record Press opened did the band finally decide to do one. In this modest warehouse in the St. Claude neighborhood, 5 people ensure the music created in New Orleans isn't limited to live shows. They're helping artists thrive while paying homage to the city's deep-rooted musical history.
A record is the best alternative to a live performance, in my opinion, and most other people's opinions, and I think that's why people want to listen to records.
It's just different than the compressed media that we all listen to everything on. I mean, it's just way different. The sound is just much warmer.
I think that it really does make sense. I see people walk in daily, and to them it's another revenue stream for an industry that doesn't have a lot of revenue streams for artists.
New Orleans transplant Dan Lauricella first thought of opening up a record press 10 years ago. He grew up listening to vinyl, fascinated by how records work.
A musical city with such significance as New Orleans, not having a manufacturing facility just seemed crazy to me.
When the machinery became available a few years back, Lauricella teamed up with his construction world co-worker, Remy Foulon, to turn his idea into a reality.
You know, if we're as efficient as building houses, we'll get stuff done.
In 6 months, they built a fully functioning record press.
Building this facility was insane.
But with no prior experience, the pair had a lot to learn.
I have never built anything more simple and more complicated and more challenging than this record press. It was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, period, is making a good sounding record.
Since it opened its doors in January 2018, New Orleans Record Press has sold 200,000 records. And that doesn't count the 35,000 pieces of vinyl they scrapped while mastering their craft.
It's a very delicate, complex, really easy process that is difficult to achieve. Pressing a record is 25% skill and 75% magic.
Do you have a hard time driving, or is it easy for you?
I have drove a long time.
Born in 1909, the first year Abraham Lincoln's face was on the penny, Sharp was always more comfortable on a horse, as a cattle herder and a farmer. And he loved cars.
I drove old T-models, I drove trucks, I drove everything but an 18-wheeler.
Let's go. All right. We took off in his truck, headed to Barker's Corner for his favorite chicken and dumplings.
We used to plow on mules and horses.
This was all dirt roads when you were growing up, huh?
I remember when there was a house in here.
What?
We never got electricity in the 40s.
Navigating the 2-lane roads at a pretty good clip. The Fox 8 photographer followed. We'll slow down a little bit so he can catch up with us. Slow up now, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. There you go.
We got on counted, we had 2,021 head.
2,000, oh, watch out. 2,021 head.
Yeah, that's what we had.
How far do we have to go?
About 2 miles, a mile and a half, something like that.
Which way are you going? That way. Okay, you're good. We made it. You're a good driver.
Hello, Mr. Phillip.
How we doing?
How are you?
I reckon I'm doing all right.
Hey, Boo. Good to see you with the cap today.
At his favorite lunch spot, he's a rock star.
Mr. Phillip is definitely a regular, Nancy. He's here probably 3 days a week, definitely every Thursday for chicken and dumplings.
How you doing? You been doing pretty good?
Yeah.
Sharp is the main attraction for diners. He takes a seat, holds court,
Doing okay? All right.
Yeah.
and requests entertainment.
Hey, McHugh.
I told him that, I was still his girlfriend, right? And he said, yeah, but I brought a woman with me today in my truck, and she was pretty.
We love to have him here, and when people come, they don't believe his age. They think he's in his 80s.
We're not done yet. It's a big milestone for us.
His dream came true. He dreamed it, and it happened. Oh, that was beautiful. He was emotional. We were all emotional. He goes, Mama, Mama. He says, we won.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since LSU beat Alabama, but Coco Ogeron still lights up when she describes her son's biggest win as a head coach.
Go Tigers. You know, we got it. Oh, that is so cute when he does that.
Everyone north of Bayou Lafourche was afraid LSU's hiring of Ed Ogeron in 2016 would go south quickly.
I don't think he lets that bother him. He has a drive in him, and it hurts. Anything that somebody criticizes you in your face, yes, it hurts. But you be a better person. You don't lower yourself to their expectations. You elevate yourself to your expectations, and that's how Cajuns look at themselves.
Now, Mama, she's a little different. Don't go after her boy.
Yes. Now you're speaking of my child. That's a little bit different. I can't tell him anything because I'd be going down to their level. But I'd like to. I really would like to tell them what I think. But they're on our bandwagon now.
Coco is obsessed with LSU football. In her living room, of course, the Tigers were front and center on television. We watched O's weekly press conference, and she gave us some insight into the 2019 team.
I mean, it's got to be pretty gratifying as a mother to see your son
elevate all the way to where his dream wanted to be. Oh, Lord, yes. You feel so good for him.
You like watching Joe throw the ball?
I like that. I like that number 22. Man, can he run. Huh? And I couldn't believe that was his height, like 5'8". Oh, my God. Doesn't that give hope for some little kid?
There's only one thing missing from this magical ride for the Ogeron family. Coach O's father, Big Ed, is no longer around to witness the Tigers' run for a national title.
He misses his father, you know, and that he can't be in that joyous winning. He always says that. You know, what you gonna do? Cancer took him.
Big Ed loved Coco, his children, and the LSU Tigers. He would sit on this swing, proudly talking about his son's accomplishments until his final days in 2011.
I very seldom go sit on it because, oh, the memories. It's hard. That's life. You got to accept it, I guess. What you want to do?